This video is going to go over how ADX looping works and how to make it loop infinitely with a program that Loza showed me back in 2023. So, the way that ADX looping works is that each media file runs on a specific hertz frequency. JSRF runs at 44,100 hertz, and that hertz frequency gets measured with samples. So, if your song is 44,100 hertz, then every single second, 44,100 samples are measured. If a song is a flat 3 minutes long, 180 seconds, then that's 44,100 times 180, which equals 7,938,000 samples total. So that's how a song is measured. Now with this measurement, you need to specify the starting loop and ending loop of an ADX file through samples. When an ADX file gets played, it'll start from sample 0, from the very start. When it reaches the ending loop sample that you specify, it'll then jump straight back to where you placed your starting loop. An example is that you can make Sneakman's starting loop 1,260,459 and ending loop at 11,368,157, and it will loop seamlessly without you noticing, hopefully. Programs like Audacity and Vegas makes looking at samples so much easier. You can actually change the time measured in Vegas from seconds to samples, and this will give you a more accurate and less time-consuming way to figure out where you need it to loop. I would recommend exporting the ADX file of your choice to WAV first. You need to plop a WAV file into an ADX converter anyway, so this will help. WAV files are also uncompressed audio, so they will sound the best quality. Once you've figured out your starting loop and ending loop sample numbers, write them down somewhere. Then, with the ADX converter, you want to make sure that you place the WAV in the same directory as the converter program. Make sure that the directory path also has no spaces in it because I'm pretty sure that messes it up too. I would recommend just placing the ADX converter folder just on your desktop just to not overcomplicate things. Open up the converter, place the WAV file in this box, then specify your loops and then just hit convert. If everything is correct, a CMD window will open and start converting the WAV into an ADX file. Then you just plop it in your media file, replacing the song title of your choice, and boom, easy peasy. One important thing to note is that for some reason, usually when converting WAV to ADX, the volume of the file gets turned down. So it's a good idea when you first export your WAV from an ADX, you want to turn the volume up about 8 decibels louder to balance it out. This will bring it up to the usual volume of JSRF files.